What you up to now? Day 3,106. What the heck? Well, I finally got my numbers right. I'm pretty sure I'm back on track with numbering. I think about once a year, when you do an annual challenge, it's a lot because you have to have a way to keep track of what you're doing. When I first started doing annual challenges, I didn't keep track. I just showed up every day. And then I realized, okay, if I ever want to go back and find something, I have to have a reference point. So I started saving the key links and information in a spreadsheet, just a Excel document. And then I decided it had to be more formal than that. And I always kept a book. And so I could just put notes in my book, but I wasn't writing down links, too much to write. And it's a good thing because now I couldn't read them even if I wanted to. Well, today we're talking about the purpose trap. And I shared in both Supersize Your Businesses, Supersize Your Business and Supersize You Annual Challenge, that I was totally in this trap. I was in the trap of thinking that and being jealous of people that actually had a clear talent, skill, ability, and purpose and knew exactly what they wanted and how they were going to show up in the world, both in their personal lives and in their businesses. There are business people that we emulate and model, forgetting that we only see the tip of the iceberg of anybody's story, right? It's why it's an exercise in futility to compare ourselves to other people, even anybody. And I mean, even our siblings, if we compare ourselves to our siblings, they're as close as we can get usually to someone like us, got the same gene, came from the same gene pool, often similar levels of intelligence and experiences, right? Yet, if I look at my sisters and I, we are totally different in our personalities, in the way we show up. We have similar mannerisms and similar ways of speaking and doing things. But for the most part, we've all taken entirely different paths with our lives. And I think that's really cool. Because it reminds me, whenever I get the little bit of I'm jealous of this, or I feel like, I should have this, or I should be doing this too, I realize, nope, we're all on our own journey. I'm in a coaching program right now where they say often, you can't be late for your own journey. You're not off course in your own journey. And I am one of them in the coaching program who's gone off the rails in the wrong direction by not following directions and I learned this a long time ago. When you got a coach, do and learn and implement what the coach is teaching you. Even if you don't understand it or believe it right now, it all rolls and folds together in the end. And that's how we make great progress, is learning from people that have gone before. Knowing that we're not stacking on top of the same experience that they are. It's why I don't talk about what I've done a lot, because I don't want people that I'm working with to ever compare themselves to me, because I'm like weird. We're all unique and special, and we all have our own journey. And we can't emulate that, but we can emulate pieces and components of that, and we can adopt strategies and tools that work for them that may work for us. They might not. Guess what? Everybody shouldn't have a morning routine. Everybody shouldn't follow Atomic Habits or whatever the latest, greatest guru thing is out on the market. We all should be seeking to improve and being a better version of ourselves, figuring out what works for us, what makes us tick, and trying those things on. And what works, we double down on it. We do more of it. It's like in our businesses. If something works, we do more of it. We don't stop doing it and never revisit again. I was so guilty of that when I first came online to the online world. I would do something a couple of times, and if it didn't work, guess what? There's a gazillion shiny objects on the internet. Never knew there was so much possibility. And I would just follow a different trail and do a different thing. I probably wasted not quite a decade, but I wasted a couple of years doing that for sure. All right. So what am I thinking about? What am I talking about? We shared the 7 Why exercise today. I know it's only the second, but we'll have something else to do on day 7 of our spirituality focus. I am in the midst of doing some big projects. One is I'm seeking feedback and interviews from founders and business owners, just overarching questionnaire about their business. It's going to cover a bunch of different industries. It's going to cover a bunch of different things, but I'm just getting a broad stroke through a questionnaire. So if you have a business, ever had a business, want to have a business, and would be interested in filling that out, let me know. It takes like 5 minutes. I don't even know if it takes 5 minutes. I did it, and I guess I wrote the questionnaire, so maybe it was faster for me, but 5 minutes. Or if you want to answer the questions in depthly, you can do that too. It's totally up to you. It's anonymous, so when the data comes in, I don't see who it's from or anything. I just get it on the spreadsheet that has the answers to the question. Why? because I'm looking for patterns and threads so I can personally work on my message to market match. Why do I want to do that? Because I want to speak to the people that I know I can help the most and pull them into my life and my experiences. All right, what else is going on? I already forgot my list. I didn't write it down. If I don't write it down, I can't read it all the time, but if I don't write it down, I definitely don't remember it. It's why I'm working on a new weekly overview sheet, and I'm actually training my Claude to create that sheet for me based on my calendar events, based on the things that are a priority for me. And I say, hey, I'm going to do these 3 things every single day. I need those to be at the top of the sheet with a checklist. I was going to show you that, but I don't know where I put it right now, because it's Sunday, so we get a new one. I create a new one on Sunday. The person I learned this from has a school community, and she taught us to have it start on Monday, but it only goes Monday through Saturday. I'm like, that doesn't work for me, because Sunday is actually the day I review the previous week, look at results, look at a few numbers, and then I plan out the whole next week. So I have, at least in my brain, my subconscious, a snapshot of what I got going on this week and what I need to keep track of. Makes sense? All right, so I'm on week 3 of doing that. Week 1, had to make massive changes because I didn't have any of my single daily action things on there that I wanted to have on there. Number 2, I wanted to add some tracking. And so key numbers that I keep track of, podcast downloads is one number I keep track of, just because I'm curious, not because it's a vanity metrics or anything. It's like, I've just started looking at my numbers on my school platform. I've never really looked at them before, but there's a new thing called Growth Boost that I have to decide if I'm already in it, but I don't know that it's bringing me any traffic. I don't think I've identified my target audience clearly enough, and I don't know that they're even on Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't know that. I'm sure some are, but is it such a low percentage that I don't care if we're advertising to that or not? Yes, I should run some ads and test that. That's what my ads coach would tell me. All right, if I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Have an awesome day, and I plan to too. Sunday. Woohoo! Bye.